Sitting here over the past 3 years feeling I should have known. I should have known something was way off track. And of course I can't go back and undo it, but anyway, it is what it is.
Martin Nell Jr. speaking out for the first time about the murder of his father. It happened nearly 3 years ago. The trial for convicted killer Melissa Patterson wrapped up late last night after 6 weeks in the courtroom.
Channel 5's Leslie Aguilar has more on their conversation and his warnings to those with elderly loved ones.
In an echoey hallway inside the Hidalgo County Courthouse, Martin Nell Jr. finally opened up.
It was tough.
Nell Jr. told me on the phone about 2 years ago he wouldn't talk to the media until Melissa Patterson was convicted. Fast forward to now.
A sentence of life without the possibility of parole.
Patterson is sentenced to life in prison without parole. The events leading up to this conviction started at Martin and Thelma Nell's McAllen home in September of 2014. Nell Jr. was suddenly tasked with finding his sick mother Thelma a place to stay. That was after doctors and Adult Protective Services deemed his father unable to care for her. Nell Jr. lives 4 hours away in New Braunfels, so when he was told his mother was already pre-approved to stay at the Comfort House in McAllen, he agreed EMS crews should take her there.
They said Comfort House, and I thought, well, I can put her in there for a week, you know, and then I can get her moved out. And I got roadblocked every turn, every step I took.
When you tried to get her out, or
Yeah. Melissa.
from Comfort House?
Melissa.
He and his mother agreed if she were ever to need assisted living, she would go to Waterford Gardens in Mission. Patterson told Nell Jr. she would arrange the transfer. The next day, Patterson told Nell Jr. Waterford Gardens refused to admit his mother. She died not a month later on October 23rd, her 74th wedding anniversary. Nell Jr. says after her death, Waterford Gardens told him Patterson lied about their willingness to accept his mother.
We started getting real serious inclinations about all the lies that we've been told. You know, they were serious lies.
Nell Jr. says after his mother's death, he and his father discussed the senior Nell's will, finances, and medical situation.
And we talked about him getting to be 100 and what could I do to help him.
The father and son spoke on the phone several times a day until Thanksgiving. That's when the senior Nell told his son he wanted to spend Thanksgiving with Patterson instead of his family. Then his father stopped calling.
December 3rd, I called him to say hi. My first words to him were, "Hey Dad, how you doing?" Just like that. And he just came back at me with such venom. Anyway, I asked him, who's with you? And he told me Melissa. So that really set a nail.
Nell Jr. says his dad stopped answering the phone.
Not once.
I never talked to him again.
He says his father's good friends and neighbors were cut off from communication as well. During that time, Patterson was visiting Nell often, taking him to the bank and to change his will. Nell Sr. died January 28, 2015. 1 month later, Texas Rangers called Nell Jr. and told him a witness had come forward saying Nell Sr. was murdered.
I never imagined she would have the ability to murder him. No, never.
He questions whether his mother's death was natural.
I was asked by law enforcement to give them an answer on exhuming my mom. And I told them, no. I decided the only thing I really could do for my mom and dad was to get justice.
Patterson's life sentence is the justice he was waiting for.
I had been asked about the death penalty early on, whether I wanted to pursue it. And I told him no.
Nell Jr. says he's prepared to relive this story again in December for Patterson's co-defendant Angel Maria Garza's capital murder trial. He'll also relive it so others can learn from it. He has this advice for those with elderly parents. Know their business and know who else knows it.
It's just like we tell our kids, watch who you're running around with, right? When you're kids. Well, the same with your parents. You have to turn the table now. You're not the kid anymore. Now you're the parent. So you have to keep an eye on them. And you have to know who they're running with, and you have to know what questions and proddings they're getting from the people they're running around with.
Nell says the past 3 years were hard on his entire family. Now the healing has started, and with Patterson's conviction comes a new peace.
I forgave her and Mario a long time ago, and I had to get that out of me.
How?
I had to. I couldn't live with it.
Patterson's co-defendant Angel Maria Garza goes to trial in December. He's also charged with capital murder. Now, Channel 5 covered this case extensively when it unfolded in 2015. We're going to post some of that coverage on our website, krgv.com. Just click on the link to this story. Reporting live from our Hidalgo County newsroom, Leslie Aguilar, Channel 5 News at 6.